We're starting.
Are we?
After a long delay. Sorry.
A long delay.
Sorry, I had to go make coffee.
Does coffee take like 10 minutes?
This kind does. It's not like when I have my Keurig set up from pre-stream and it's already on and everything, and then I just have to press the button and I come back right away. This one I have to like heat up the water and grind the beans. Because I haven't ground the beans already because I haven't had coffee today.
Excuses, excuses, excuses.
Uh-huh.
Should stop making so many excuses.
Nah. They're fun.
Debatable.
Great, so where we go? Oh, hello! Welcome in.
Hello? Hello, Mango. I'm actually here for the start of the stream. Yay! What are we doing? What game are we playing?
We're playing Lovingly Evil. You should know. You did the socials.
But I can't see the game. What are we playing?
That sounds like a you problem. I shared it.
5 seconds ago, probably.
I shared it and you kept talking about how you couldn't see it. At which point it becomes a you problem.
Excuses, excuses, excuses.
Yeah, now you're making excuses.
Do you see what I have to deal with?
This is why we describe it as dealing with each other. Yeah, we're friends and stuff, and we enjoy streaming together, but also we have to deal with each other. Okay, where are we going?
We have fun hanging out. Sometimes. Usually.
We have fun frustrating the other.
Okay, I have fun frustrating everyone I talk to.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of just a me thing.
I generally don't try to frustrate the people around me, but okay.
It's fine. This is why I don't have friends, really.
And yet you have a bunch of them, actually.
Why no?
Yeah, I'm here. The friend we sort of play games with or just chat with sometimes is a friend.
Is
You have your
incredibly
art
drunk
friend,
right now.
you have your whole tabletop group. You have friends.
Who are we hanging out with?
I don't know. I think we went around checking in on everyone last time, so.
Hang out with the Karen?
Hello. Why are you here? Oh, I have a thingy. From Satan. Hey. Ordered one of my underlings to recite some of your accomplishments to your nemesis.
Codeception. I don't.
Two images.
I don't get it.
I don't know. Anyway.
I don't get it.
Why are you here?
Why am I here?
Networking.
Oh. But you rarely leave the VIP area.
The peasants look up to me and wish they could talk to me. Then they proceed to talk to each other about their desire to meet me, and so the word spreads.
No,
Also, everyone actually worth meeting is already in the VIP area with me. In other words, I don't know people. People know me.
Do they though? Oh. I see. Any other reasons?
Up here, I can be at ease. No one would dare to try and poison me while I'm in the convention area, and I'm free of pesky social climbers trying to talk to me.
That's what you think.
Apart from you, of course.
Ah. The poison hasn't gotten to you yet, I say.
No, the poison's on your tongue.
Ouch.
Oh, and I suppose that it's nice to have a break from that insufferable brat. My stepdaughter, that is.
How are you doing, Mango?
Ooh. We can talk to her about Felix.
Yee.
Let's ask about this first.
What's Lusitania like? I don't think I've ever been.
I mean, it's a country. It's a kingdom with a hereditary monarchy. Forests, towns, a castle. Some magic, of course.
Magic? And do you like it there?
Oh, I chose it. The reason I originally approached the late king was that it was a good country, and I wanted it for my own.
So, are you the only person with political power in Lusitania? Oh, that must rule.
Literally.
Hey!
She gives you a look.
Fun. Not intended, I swear.
In practice, yes. There's a council of elders, of course. It's too bad about the members who wouldn't accept bribes.
You had them killed.
Oh, surely I don't know what you're talking about. I think the pun was very much intended.
Oh, the pun was very much intended.
A group of rebel wizards attacked and turned them into frogs. A terrible tragedy. They were such bright individuals.
Only the ones that didn't accept the bribes, though, of course.
Only the ones that didn't accept the bribes. By complete coincidence.
Of
She has
course.
nothing to do with it. Their lives were saved, fortunately, but nothing could be done about their capabilities. Like speech. It's a lifetime position, so they still attend the meetings, of course. The other members seem bothered by it, but I've told them we shouldn't discriminate. What do you need to know? You're not gathering intel for devious purposes, are you?
Part of me is like, yep, that's how to earn her respect.
But I don't care about earning her respect.
Do you care about telling her that we're gathering intel for romantic purposes? Or that we want to know him better?
I would probably say I just want to know him. What do you think?
I feel like at that point she'd just be like, or I would just be like, then just go talk to him instead of wasting my time.
Okay, and?
Alright, so we're gonna claim to murder him.
But I'm not a murderer.
He's already dead.
I'm not a double murderer.
It's not double if you didn't do it the first time.
I'm not a re-murderer.
Besides, he tires of his long immortal life. We'd be doing him a favor.
I'm not a re-murderer.
I am.
I'm not Van
mine.
Helsing.
I'd like to see you try. Watching you get mauled by a coven of vampires would be amusing. You surely know by now that he likes flowers. But do you know what his favorite flower is?
The bottom one.
Peony? Sure, we'll
I
go with
don't-
that.
I've got to say, I'm rarely presented with such shoddy attempts at information gathering. I believe you mean the Nepeta.
Darn, that was my second guess.
Out of 3.
I mean, yeah. Have you thought about bringing your kingdom to the 21st century, Lady Mizard? I mean, introducing things like social media.
That really is a villainous concept. Seeing as we're currently in the 11th century by our system, I would say no. Besides, social media is no good for royalty. Have you seen the way revolutionary movements spread there?
Sadly, it can work another direction too.
Sadly.
Can be a force of evil too. Trust me. You should see some things some world leaders get away with online. But it's too bad. I would have loved to add you on Instagram. Instagram.
Yeah, don't copyright infringe, Sharky.
Oh, I do have an account there.
You do?
The fact that most of my subjects live in medieval conditions doesn't need to stop me from taking part in the villain community online, does it? I would argue the opposite is true.
That's great. What's your handle? I'll follow you.
It's Queen.
Just Queen?
Yes. What about it?
It's really cool that you have such a short name. Were you an early adopter?
Oh, no. I'm sure you can figure out that that's not the only way to secure the handle you want.
Ooh. Was it bribery or threats?
You'll have to ask my social media manager if you really want to know. I don't concern myself with such matters.
You have a social media manager? Even though most people in your country don't have phones.
Lady Massard just smirks.
Right.
Looking her up on Instagram, you see that she has a huge following. Her pictures look like there's a whole crew behind them. There probably is. Almost immediately after pressing the follow button, you get a notification that Queen has followed you back.
Stay quiet. Dot 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 dot.
Oh. Go ahead, say it. You're spinning all kinds of delusions in your head right now, aren't you? If you'll turn your eyes to my following list, you'll see that I follow a great deal of people. I don't usually manage my account myself, so it's no skin off my back, and it's an excellent way to make people feel positively towards me. Be warned, though, if you tag me in some ridiculous meme, it may be some literal skin off your literal back, Snecky. Great.
Okay. What's the job of a queen like? Is it like paperwork, or do you just go around telling people what to do?
It's whatever I want to do, really. I'm the only one who has a say in what needs my personal attention. Paperwork happens, but the only things I handle myself are important treaties and the like. Things I can't trust my subjects to get right. Most of it is talking to people, of course. Servants, officials, diplomats, royalty. Everyone wants a piece of me, but I decide who gets the privilege. It's hard work, keeping everyone just the right amount of happy so that they'll strive to do better and never feel like they're good enough. Right amount of unhappy, sorry.
Well, that is the right amount of happy, too.
Uh-huh.
It's called none.
Exactly. But how far into the negatives, you know?
I mean, if you look at millennials, it's probably negative 100. Guess you have a pretty good work ethic.
She looks offended.
I should hope not. What I mean is that I keep all the strings in my hands, not that I'm pulling on them non-stop.
Work smart, not hard.
Exactly.
Drinks!
I'll bring you something to drink. What would you like?
Surprise me. Oh, and most poisons don't work on me, so you'll have to get creative.
You head to the bar. This seems like a test.
See, I would be the person to bring back a lemonade. Be like, you said you wanted to be surprised.
No, you would be like, all right, could I get a water? Here, I'll get you something to drink. What do you want? Surprise me? Okay. Here, have just water. I didn't know what to get you.
Hey, it's a healthy choice.
Ew, health.
Wow. So what are you gonna pick?
Well, she did say also to get creative. You bring back an ice cold lemonade. She tastes it and frowns. Ugh.
I think you've mistaken me for my stepdaughter. I'm not a child. If the only thing I want from a drink is hydration, I'll drink water.
I'm sorry, I'll bring you something else.
Fine. Bring me something with a kick to it. If it contains alcohol or caffeine, you can't go wrong. Oh, and nothing too sweet. I hate saccharine things.
Okay, what's your favorite kind of wine then?
The Chateau Brodeur, 1421. It was worth every grand.
Why is MC stupid?
Ah. I think you missed a key word there that answers your question. MC.
Why are MCs so stupid?
MC. MC must be stupid.
Hey, the Coda realized MC isn't totally stupid.
True.
Only like sometimes. But, I mean, she was alone in a house for however many years and wasn't really exposed to the outside world, so that's not entirely her fault.
Yes.
But, like, she's not stupid.
But most MCs are stupid.
But why?
Ask the writers at them on Twitter and say, why is stupid?
Christ. I want a smart MC.
I think you're gonna have to make your own game at that point.
Alright, I'll have to dust off the game that I had in progress like 3 years ago.
Go for it. Have fun.
Alright, which flavor of stupid would you like to be? Cherry flavor is not an option.
I was gonna say stupid flavored.
That's also not an option on this menu. Or rather,
See?
it's both options.
See, you thought you had my answer.
No, I was preempting whatever a normal person's joke answer would be. I didn't actually expect you would say cherry because you don't like cherries in the first place.
Should I have said banana?
This is why we never progress.
Because I'm stupid?
No, because I ask what flavor of stupid to be and you keep giving me non-answers.
Well, they are answers.
They're not answers on the screen.
Well, why is banana flavored stupid not an answer on the screen? That'd be a great answer.
I don't know. At the writers.
Imagine just a dating sim where like it's just like it's your choices, but the choices are like nonsensical. It's like okay, the choice it's just like banana flavored stupid.
All right, so one of these community days, we're gonna make our own dating sim, but it's gonna be the absolute stupidest thing, yeah? At all times.
I mean,
Stupid answers only.
stupid answers only. I think that's the tagline for this stream.
Yes. I think you're right. I think that's an accurate assessment of our stream, actually.
Say was.
I drank it, and it's gone. Obviously. It was a few centuries old, the last bottle of the vintage.
Didn't it feel like a waste to drink it?
Absolutely not. It would have been a crime not to. What good is a wine if it's not drunk? I don't need to keep a rare bottle to boost my status. My status is fine.
Wow. So refined. The only way I can tell wine apart is the color.
Let me tell you a secret. After a certain price point, it doesn't really matter. What makes a rare, expensive vintage taste good is the prestige and the knowledge that no one else gets to taste it. That being said, I'll drink anything alcoholic, really. I don't care if it tastes good or bad.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye.
Uh-huh.
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 Another test.
Uh-huh.
If you had a kingdom to run, how would you handle it?
Badly. Fishing for tips, huh?
Absolutely not. I'm simply curious about your point of view.
Well, see, I'm lazy.
Hmm.
The lazy answer.
This one?
Sure.
You said the lazy answer.
Uh-huh.
That sounds like the lazy answer.
Uh-huh.
Is that what you want?
Uh-huh. Is that what you... Okay. I'd hire people to take care of things for me.
You said this is what you want.
That doesn't necessarily mean that you were going to pick it.
I debated, but then I was like, we're gonna be playing this game again, probably.
And again.
Uh-huh.
And again.
We don't know the route order yet, but...
No reason to stress about it too much.
And when one of your advisors decides they should be the one to wear the crown?
Just pull enough strings to make sure they're in constant competition among themselves. That should leave me with enough downtime to enjoy the fame and glory.
That would take a very sharp mind to control. I'm not sure you would be up to the task.
Oh, I'm not.
Between was or grand. It would be very interesting to see you try, however.
She's like, that's my answer, and I know for a fact you're not smart enough to pull off the me answer.
I'm not. That's the point.
You're allowed to go say hi to your clone, but you suddenly get the sense that this will take a while. Turn back. There are no familiar faces at the cafe. Though you don't see anyone interesting in the hall.
Hello. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Are you looking at me like that? Let me guess, you want to play blah 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 again.
Yeah, we want to play what?
Blah 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 blah. That wasn't my intention, but now that you volunteered. Why do I feel like this was your plan all along? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm really excited to play. I mean, gather data from you.
Maybe later.
Oh, that's too bad.
Lovely to see you again.
Goodbye. It's like lovely to see you again. You're like, nah.
Peace!
Hey,
Hey there. See you around.
So who are we going to go see? Maybe we could take a while with the clone. See what that
We
whole
could.
storyline is.
Or we could go play with Nova since she wants to play.
Well, no, we turned skip on that, so we would skip ahead.
I know.
Which would you rather do? The clone?
I feel like we've neglected Nova a lot of times.
I mean, we have.
And we're not really going for any route this time, so
No, we're not.
let's just hang out with Nova then.
Okay.
You help Nova with her research by answering a lot of questions.
Ah, what excellent research material. You make a great lab rat, Snecky. In your rat ranking list, which is higher, me or a naked mole rat?
Obviously the naked mole rat.
Oh, Rufus, of course.
Exactly.
Oh, you know you can't beat the wonderful mole rat with your cancer-susceptible and aging body. But you're certainly in my top 4 when it comes to rats. I guess that's as good as it gets. I'm glad you understand. Now, did that take time is the question.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Show.
I like that once I hit the pamphlet thing, I can't actually go back to what I was on. There's no, like, closed pamphlet. It's just
No.
implied that if you open the pamphlet, you've walked away.
When you walk away.
When you walk away,
When you walk away.
then you've walked away.
Then you will, yeah.
When
So
you
where-
walk
who-
away, then you've walked away. Goodbye. That's the whole song. That's how it goes, right? When you walk away, then you've walked away. Okay, bye.
So who are you talking to? Talk to Nova again? Since we didn't actually, like, talk to her?
Like, I want to go to Creative Vengeance.
Okay, but we still have this time and lunch left.
Uh-huh. So I'm
So
trying
we-
to think. We'll probably get the option to have lunch with Satan again. In which case, we should go talk to Felix, maybe.
Why Felix?
Because it's either Felix or the clone, but, I don't feel like it. So we'll do Felix.
Like I said, or we could talk to Nova since we haven't really talked to her.
No, you spent time with her. It's too late.
That's not
was her
talking to her, though. That's not talking to her, though.
Well, that was up to her. Like, she wasted it, not us. She got her slot.
She has her time slot.
She received a time slot and she did not make the best use of it, but that was her decision to not do so. That's not our problem anymore. That's her problem. Let's go hang out with Felix. I mean, we just did some like
Hello.
very fails digging on him, so.
I mean, we do this to everybody.
I know. But we attempted to talk to Massard about him, and then we utterly failed at that. Is what I mean.
That's because we're failures.
Sure. And?
And nothing, we're just failures.
Great. So that doesn't preclude talking to him, so.
Hello.
Besides, don't you want to ask, don't you have any friends? She did
No,
mention
I-
a coven.
Sorry, that's not the first thing I ask vampires is, do you have friends?
Well, the first thing you should ask the vampires, do you have friends? And then the second thing, if they say no, is, do you want to have a friend? Can I be your friend?
Sorry, but that's not the first thing I'll ask vampires. Because I'm not a do you have friends person.
Yeah, you're the person that's being asked that.
Okay. That hurts, but you're also not wrong.
No, I meant because you're Felix.
That hurts. But you're also not wrong. So do you hang out with other vampires a lot? Whew. Oh, so you think that just because I'm a vampire, I only spend time with other vampires? ...
Oh,
Well, actually, now that I think about it, it's not that easy to find a non-vampire that truly understands my lifestyle. But spending time with vampires can also get quite dull sometimes. Especially since we cannot use the mortal excuse of leaving because we have to go to sleep, so a vampire get-together might stretch throughout the 4 seasons. That sounds like it would be a pretty good cure for the looming sense of eternal loneliness we talked about before. You could say so, but to be honest, I never seem to truly feel like I belong in the vampire community. There's always something missing.
Have we met a vampire before?
Have we met a vampire before?
Yes, me.
Well, people call me a vampire. Am I a vampire shark?
Why do people call you a vampire?
Because I like being in the dark. And I don't talk to people or hang out with people.
Not hearing very many vampiric traits here.
I've lost my nocturnalness. It's a sad, sad life.
Like, I'm the nocturnal one.
I used to be.
I know.
You knew me when I was nocturnal.
Yeah, but I don't think you were ever as nocturnal as me. So, you know.
Is this a competition about nocturnalness?
No, I'm just saying, if I was gonna call someone nocturnal, it probably still wouldn't be you, because I still stay up way later.
Okay,
and if
but that
someone
doesn't
stay up at
you-
least as
but-
late as me.
No, that's not how nocturnal works.
No?
No.
Why not?
Just because somebody doesn't stay up as late as you because you stayed up until like 10 a.m.
Yeah, I went actually nocturnal.
But that doesn't negate other people's nocturnalness.
Doesn't it?
No.
Anyway, so I've met a vampire once before. It's me. Besides, you're the one who assigned me bat.
'Cause you're a bat. I'm not the only one who assigned you bat.
You're the one who initially assigned me bat.
But you can't blame it all on me because other people, without even knowing what I said the same thing.
Just because I like hanging upside down on the sofa and sitting in the dark and staying up all night.
I've only ever met one vampire before you. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a good reaction to me.
Huh?
Your facial expression tells me it was not the most pleasurable experience of your lifetime. Yeah, they were an absolute jerk. It had nothing to do with being a vampire, though. They were just an absolute jerk. Back then, I was playing with the idea of turning into one myself. I had high hopes about them being the one to help me with that.
Felix lights up.
Would that be something you could see yourself pondering upon again? Is it?
Is it?
I don't know. That's the question that I asked you.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely. The more we talk, the more tempting it feels.
That might not be the only thing you feel tempted by. You might also feel tempted to grab the flowers behind them and stuff them in your mouth.
Why?
Well, do you prefer that, or do you prefer the answer it was trying to insinuate you are tempted by? Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be read by Snecky.
Don't get me wrong, I do love my current line of work, but maybe I could still do my duties part-time? I don't think it was. I actually think it was supposed to be the brain. Whatever.
You're telling me this line isn't insinuating what I'm saying.
No, that's not what I was talking about.
No, because this is directed towards Felix.
Not necessarily.
And then considering the answer? I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be Snecky saying it to Felix. Why are we asking this?
Hey, quick question. I've been wondering, it must be possible to kill a vampire. How does one do that?
Huh? Huh?
Felix gives you a confused look.
Should I be worried?
No, we're worried about you.
I'm just, I guess I'm a bit worried about you. Can imagine you must have a fair share of enemies being a vampire and an evil bouquet artist. Maybe there's a way in which I could protect you.
Felix smiles a smile that would normally be accompanied by a blush.
They say chivalry is dead. Speaking of the dead, it used to be easier to kill us in the old days. I am confident you have heard of using a wooden or silver stake. Amateurs. There are easy precautions we are taught to take. For instance, I never keep silver cutlery at home. I use plastic. Additional advantage, it hurts the environment even more.
Why is that an advantage to a vampire?
Villain. I see. So what would pose a threat to you now? Would holding up a Bible work?
Felix smirks.
Oh, it surely would repulse me. Do not feel too enthusiastic about its literary value.
Felix is like, ew, don't hold up a Bible at me. That's almost as bad as holding up Twilight.
I would not necessarily call it life-threatening. To be honest, I do not have an answer to your question. Even vampires don't know how to kill vampires anymore?
Precisely.
I suppose I am bound to be here forever.
Well, bye.
I guess we're going to lunch.
Yeah, presumably. It's lunchtime.
Last day of the event. Have you been enjoying yourself so far?
I want to the Brian, please work. I know you can do it.
Yeah, Sharky Brain, you can do it.
I want you. I don't think my brain can do it. I think my brain is
It
dead.
can do it. Anyone in chat still cheer on Sharky's brain. It can do it.
Sharker doesn't have a brain.
Then why are you yelling at it? Are you yelling at nothing?
Because I am nothing. Well, enjoy the food here. It's been really delicious. They really put some effort into their cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing their best to avoid pissing off their customers. A mob of angry villains would be terrible for business. And the whole event. You'd be surprised how many restaurants have been blown up because they served bad food to a villain. The news reports of gas leaks or something, but I have some first-hand info from villains whose explosive plans went wrong. We have a special fire pit where we keep them, by the way. Oh, the irony. Sometimes I love my job.
Getting all the latest gossip straight from the source. That sounds pretty fun.
If you come visit me, we can find out what other fun things hell has to offer.
I'm game. Just shoot me a message when you have some free time.
You enjoy the rest of your lunch together. Time flies by, and suddenly it's already time for Satan to return to his grill. Creative vengeance! A talk about creative vengeance is about to start. You see Nova sitting in one of the chairs. The doctor is nowhere to be seen. Well, now we have to stay.
Hello,
See, now we'll get to
Snicky.
talk to her. Sort of.
Hey, Nova, what's up? I'm gathering inspiration to murder the doctor. About creative vengeance? Yeah, I can understand why. My plans are already complete, but it never hurts to gather more data.
Us villains tend to be far from forgiving.
And the pure hatred we feel for our enemies grows exponentially over time. How could we ever hurt that pesky hero as much as they deserve? How could we begin to put them through the pain we have suffered? While you need to know your opponent's weaknesses in order to defeat them, I posit that understanding their value system and knowing the things that they truly fear and loathe is imperative to giving them a real punishment. while being unable to stop you from kicking puppies would be agony for any goody two-shoes. If you can blackmail them into doing it, and then don't keep your end of the bargain, that is way more effective. Any form of torture is further enhanced by personalization. Watching Amelie on repeat can be far more effective than knives to a certain type of person. Another factor is length and frequency of torture sessions. For one person, a respite will be time to dwell on the horrors to come, while for another it might give hope that an end to their suffering is possible. It's a shame your nemesis died in an accident and you didn't get to be their downfall, but now you have plenty of ideas on how to tailor your vengeance to your opponent when you do find a new one.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. What happened if we go to the clone now?
It will still take a while. Shall we do it?
There's no way to go back now.
Well,
Well, it's almost the end of the conference.
another insightful observation.
Do you remember when we first met?
No, it's been too long. Barely. It was so long ago. These 4 days listening to you talk has felt like an eternity.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're tired of me.
I wasn't talking. Don't make me smack you.
See, I'm not making you smack me. That's a choice on your part.
I mean, it's also not like you're here.
What did you want to say about it?
I'm sorry you're different from what I expected, or I'm happy we talked to each other.
This one.
Oh? And what did you expect?
Someone more like me, I guess? No offense.
Right, because being like you is the baseline for coolness. I keep forgetting. So what do you think now that we've actually gotten to know each other a bit?
Interesting.
I wasn't sure that we would get along at first. Or maybe it would just be too weird. But actually, I feel like I could talk to you for hours.
You have talked to me for hours. But somehow I don't mind either. As long as we're gushing cornily about our honest thoughts and feelings, I'll admit that I also thought we would be more similar.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. In some ways, I do feel you are a kindred spirit, for better or worse. How could I not? But before I came here, I felt like I had so much I wanted to say, so much I wanted to ask. Instead, we ended up talking about so much more. And I realized that the things I wanted to say to you were really things that I wanted to say to me, myself.
And I...
Your clone pauses self-consciously for a moment.
Tell me something, Snacky. If you had the opportunity to sit down across from yourself and have a conversation...
Oh, hi! Hi!
Oh, hello!
Hello! Thanks for the raid!
Thank you for the raid! Hello, everyone!
Hi, how was your stream?
Yeah, you're playing a short hike. I've seen some of that game. It looks so nice.
And hope you had a good Christmas and everything.
Yeah. Welcome.
If you had the opportunity to sit down across from yourself and have a conversation... Not me, not your clone, but really talk with yourself. That sounds terrifying. What would you say?
You pause for a moment to think about the question.
Hi,
Hey, it's Blurty!
Blurty?
So Blurty and Black Bellflower both are black women who play otome games as well.
Oh.
I've dropped by to Bellflowers a few times. And I've dropped into Blurties like twice. And they're cool.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Thank you for joining. We're actually getting close to the end.
We're also playing a dating sim. As we do.
As we normally do.
As we're supposed to do, at least.
2 times a week. 2 times a week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're playing Lovingly Evil and dating villains.
Hello.
How is everybody?
Yeah, how are you all?
Couldn't get it on my phone. Woo!
Came through at the right, so I'm glad I could catch the stream. Yeah.
Yay!
What would you say to yourself if you had a chance to talk with yourself?
Fuck you.
Wow. You just went all the way to 100, didn't you?
I chose violence today, okay?
You chose violence every day that you speak.
Probably. What would you say?
That's a good question. What would I say to myself?
I mean, maybe I'll say fuck you and then give myself a hug. I don't know. But first I'll say fuck you. No one said I couldn't give a hug afterwards. But first I will be saying fuck you. Yeah, just to make that clear, right?
My gosh.
Yes.
This is what you get when you join this stream. Thank you for coming. I don't know what I would say to myself, though.
Like, I don't know. What would chat like to say to themselves if they were sat across from themselves at a table? Not as a clone, but just their straight up selves.
Gosh dang it, the Sailor Sharky's still up.
Yes, you are.
Oh, hi, Mick.
Oh, hey. We also have Mick.
To be fair, the clone doesn't exactly make your life easy. Oh.
And you didn't miss the stream. Yeah.
A clone doesn't make your life easy.
We have lots of cool friends here today. Woo.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, you were playing that when I dropped in for a moment on Christmas, I think.
Saved a colony. Sharky probably was the one who caused its destruction. I know how I am.
I mean, if it were actually us, yeah, that's probably how that would play out.
That's exactly
For being honest.
I know exactly how I am. It would either be that, or I would just be doing nothing and talking about Kingdom Hearts all day.
I would save a colony and then be like, and this is why we should all worship the devil.
Wow.
Don't worry, the devil also doesn't exist.
Good
I don't
Lord.
believe in the devil either.
How is everyone doing? How has everyone's week been so far?
So you pause for a moment to think about the question. The last one.
What's up, sexy? No.
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 So what would you say to yourself?
Ooh, out of these 4?
Out of these 4.
Probably the last option is amazing. I mean, it is, but also...
This game is magical. It's an entertaining game for sure. Though
Oh,
I was lamenting earlier, like, why is MC so stupid?
I would probably say I forgive you.
Okay. For what?
You know, for everything.
Okay, yeah, I feel that. But even the war crimes...
Especially the war crimes.
Yeah, you gotta forgive yourself. No one else will.
Yeah? Especially for the war crimes.
Unless you're a U.S. president, then they'll forgive the war crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Then some people will be tripping over themselves to excuse the war crimes.
I mean, most people would be tripping themselves over to excuse the war crimes because that's all the U.S. does.
I mean, not most people, per se. America's population is not the majority of the world.
I want to ask you something, too.
Your thought is cut off by a familiar whirring sound behind you. You turn around and see your clone's mysterious creator hovering in their armchair.
Oh, great. It's you again.
Or hi there! Maybe you'd like to join our conversation and stop being a stranger?
See, both of them are moods.
I'm like, both of them sound like they should be sarcastic as fuck, but only one of them is labeled sarcastic, which means that's the one I'm choosing.
Yeah. I don't have time for your pleasantries.
You.
Ickens.
Dot, dot, dot. Yeah. Yes, master.
What in the blazes have you done with yourself?
Why do you look so different? I would stay out of the way.
I feel like this is, this is the I have no idea what's happening, but that suit in the kitty is fire. Yeah. I mean,
I
like,
think even...
I mean, obviously the cat is the mastermind.
Yeah.
So the concept of this game is that we're villains at a villain conference, and currently we're on the last day, so spoilers abound, I guess. And then this mystery person...
Abound?
Huh?
Is there spoilers?
I mean, if you didn't want to know how anything ends whatsoever, then I guess this would be a spoiler now, wouldn't it? So at the beginning it asked what our motivation for becoming a villain was, and I think we answered cat, and I think that's the reason that the mystery person has a cat. I have a suspicion, at least. But anyway, this mystery person apparently just like cloned us without our knowledge, and so we've been talking to our clone throughout the past 4 days. And then our clone was like, actually, I don't want to look like you anymore. So they changed up their appearance so that they don't look like us anymore. Also, the clones route is almost over, so there will be a spoiler with that. Yeah. See? I mean, it's the last day. And this is the last section on the last day.
Yeah, it's also true.
So, like, this is probably just the spoiler now.
I'm surprised we...
Gonna add this to the list. Yeah!
Oh.
But yeah, our clone has become more independent, and I would like to encourage them to be more independent by letting them handle this themselves.
Yeah.
You consider stepping in to defend your clone, but you realize this is something they have to do for themselves. I choose to look like this now, Master. I'm tired of just looking like Snecky. I know that's what you want, but I'm not Snecky. I'm Ickens!
What is this insubordination?
Your clone tries to pet the cat seated in the strange person's lap, but the cat hisses. Oh, Master, please. Yes, it's the cat.
Yeah.
I am grateful that you created me. Really, I am. And I understand why you did it. And I love you. You'll always be like a mother to me. But I need to be my own person. I want to be able to look in the mirror and see someone who feels like me.
Ickens,
We'll talk later, okay? I think you and Snecky have some things to discuss. Your clone tries to pet the cat again. This time the cat seems to allow it, despite a scowl. Your clone looks at you and opens their mouth, but they don't say anything. Finally, your clone walks away, leaving you alone with their creator who stole your DNA.
When they walk away...
Then they've walked away.
You won't hear me say. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
You won't hear me say I suppose I shouldn't be surprised.
Exactly. Also, hello everyone who doesn't know, my name is Sharky.
I'm
Since
the one
people
that's
don't-
usually on the Aces chat, or on the Aces account in chat, but in here I'm Satan.
I guess I'm a sailor shark today.
You are. Would you prefer to be a party hat shark?
Why?
Because that's the other one I have available.
I sent you Snowman Shark.
I don't think I set up Snowman Shark, though. I did not.
But I sent it to you.
Okay, but that requires setting it up. That's more effort.
Ah, yes, and effort. After all, how could anyone with your genes not turn out to be a rebel? Well, I suppose I should be going. Wait. My clone said that you and I had some things to discuss, and I think so too. I need some answers. What kind of person cloned me and why?
Yeah, who wants to clone Snacky?
That's the question now, isn't it? And they forgot the snake around our neck. My dear Snacky, not a person at all. What do you mean? You still don't recognize me, do you?
The name Snacky has me giggling. Oh, that's
Oh.
man, I don't think we can. Can I pull it up?
Pull what up?
Oh, here. You can kind of see it. Here's our little icon. And you can see, sort of, that it has like Medusa hair.
Medusa hair or a snake around the neck, like.
Yeah.
It'll-
So
it's
we're
also-
Snacky because we have snake hair and friend.
It's also a running theme with us.
Yes!
Where we have the stupidest name possible.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, when we played Dream Dad, this is a long history. When we played Dream Daddy, we made a little creature in our avatar's beard. And so that was Santa Seaweed.
We had Santa seaweed, Snacky seaweed.
We did. We had the whole seaweed family.
We had the whole seaweed
Because we
family
gave
lineage.
that avatar seaweed hair, and now MC has snake hair, and so it's Snacky.
And then we played Arcade Spirits, and then we had the bottom lineage.
Uh-huh.
With, what
With
was
such stellar members as Bottom Top Bottom.
Was it Uwu Sparkles Bottom?
Yes, and then the game decided to name your clone Ikens because it's Snacky backwards.
Was Uwu, was it Unicorn Bottom? Sparkles Bottom?
I think it was... I don't know. Did we have a unicorn bottom?
I don't remember, but I remember the first name was Uwu.
Yeah, we had Uwu.
This is
We
great.
have dumb names here. For that matter, we started playing Code Realize and went, what should their name be? AC. And then we started playing Boyfriend Dungeon, and what's that name? Macy.
When we played, what was it? When we played Oz Mafia?
Well,
It
at
was,
least that one, we ended on, like, a name that could be a name. Which was really our downfall. We should have named it something stupider.
And then what was Hot to Full Boyfriend?
Crow Caca.
Crocacaw.
We have fun here, you know? We have fun.
We have lots of fun here.
We have fun. We're not clever, but we have fun.
And we just hope that people watching have fun too.
I hope so.
I've not thought about the game in years. Well, we played it.
Uh-huh.
And we have recordings of some of the routes.
Some of them.
Some
That was
of
the
them.
start of the stream.
That was the start of the stream.
And
yeah.
now we've almost been streaming for 3 years. That's terrifying.
Yes.
But in the
we've all-
meantime, we should continue on the game we're actually playing.
Pity. Think back. Back to when you were a child. In the earliest days of your villainy, I cannot speak English.
Oh, do you want to speak French?
No.
Oh.
You had a very special friend who went everywhere with you.
You look back on your mischievous youth. You remember the early days of blowing things up, of conducting dangerous experiments, of kidnapping the other neighborhood kids. The one constant in your life back then was... But it couldn't be. Your childhood cat!
Karma? At last, we meet again properly. Unfortunately, I'm forced to control the mind of this rather disagreeable human meat puppet in order to speak your language. But I had no idea you were still alive. 9 lives, remember?
Karma daintily licks her paw.
Though it's true, I used up a few of them in those experiments, Baz. Not to mention my own experiments have helped give me super longevity as well.
But is it a super long cat?
Ah yes, long cat.
Long cat! Stretchy cat.
Those experiments gave you a super intelligence?
Karma the cat yawns, showing her teeth.
Don't be silly.
All cats naturally have super intelligence. But thank you. I suppose I am rather exceptional. However, it was those experiences which taught me the first steps of biology and chemistry, which I would use to finally clone you in my own laboratory. After I nabbed a few of your hairs, of course. But why? Why go through all the trouble to steal my DNA and clone me?
For pets.
Ah, yes. So that you can pet me forever and ever and ever long after you die.
Are you telling me that's not what the, motivation for a cat would be? I mean, I don't care if you die. But if you die, your hand dies, and then I don't get scritches. So we gotta clone you.
I'm right here. Human memory is so feeble.
Karma the cat moves closer to you in the floating chair with her human puppet.
Ha! I'm not the only one who flubbed.
Yeah, I flubbed you sometimes. I just don't go on a whole scat song every time I do.
Shush you!
Hey, make sure you check out our clips of Sharky flubbing and then scatting on his flubs. They're very entertaining. We all float
We all
here.
float here. And we all float on again.
That's that.
We...
Did you just also make a different reference than the float on song? Suddenly you feel a tickle in the back of your throat.
Yes, you feel it now. Those accursed allergies.
Oh.
There was no way I was going to rid myself of this luxurious coat.
Karma licks her paw daintily. Again.
And so you rid yourself of me. When I had to leave, I was heartbroken. I set up my own base of evil operations, but it simply wasn't the same.
I just want to know how this differs if you did not choose. Oh, my cat was the reason I became a villain.
That's a good question.
Because I'm assuming that it's because of that we have this whole thing. Unless it would just have been this anyway, but I don't think that's as fun.
It was missing the key ingredients. You... So you cloned me?
Yes.
With some slight alterations, of course, such as the removal of allergies. The ominous glow is a rather accidental side effect of that, though I admit it is rather fashionable. I see. But my clone's personality isn't really the same as mine. Quite intentional. That was the second major adjustment I had to make. A touch of genetic tweaks, a dash of brainwashing, and a strict training regimen to make a version of you who would be completely loyal to me. You mean a version of me who wouldn't leave you? If you must put it like that, then yes. Wow.
Suffer the allergies for the cat. Suffer the allergies for the cat.
Okay. I'm sorry. We had a lot of good times together. That must have been really difficult for you.
Yes.
Those nights sitting out in the rain, plotting my revenge. But that was long ago. As you can see, I'm getting by quite well. But... Yes. Well, you know, just like when I was a kid, I could still use a partner in crime. What are you implying? You could always come back and live with me in my lair. Have you invented some miraculous cure for allergies? Well, no, but I could. We could. With our mature talents and minds combined, I'm sure we could figure out a solution. To be honest, I'm usually creating diseases, not curing them, but I'm up for the challenge. And my lab, to my torture implements, and my wet food.
Yeah, the wet food. Most important part.
We can definitely make some space for everything. I didn't expect you to react this way. If I say yes, there's still a chance I might disappear sometimes.
Ah, yes, true evil, an outdoor cat.
I'm not a dog after all. Of course. But I suppose I may be persuaded to spend more time with you and find out what kind of villain you've grown into. And keep an eye on you and allow you the privilege of petting me. Like this.
See, it was for the scratches. You scratch Karma behind the ears. What great purring.
Snecky, let's find each other again. Just now, though, I have some additional business to attend to before the end of the conference. And there's still the matter of your clone.
Perhaps I was a bit harsh.
I must confess that I have begun to grow a bit fond of Vikings. Don't worry, I'll talk to them. Blue?
Oh.
Cool.
See you later.
Snacky.
Flies away.
That was a fast one.
Whoa, there's still 2 slots left
Well, I
that
guess
we
we're
can
gonna
apparently wander around somehow.
Should we talk to the clone? And yes, that's what we look like.
Yes, here we go. I don't know if there's a way to zoom in even further, but yep.
There's not.
We have 3 eyes, but 1 is hidden, so it's like we have 2 eyes still. And we have fangs. That's
crab.
sexy snacky. We have green skin to go with our green hair, because obviously we are a snake.
Oh, I thought we photosynthesized.
We could be a photosynthesizing snake.
Okay. Sure.
Look, if our cat can clone us, there's no reason we can't splice ourselves with both a plant and a snake.
Be one powerful snake.
It'd be one powerful plant. And what about it? We're a villain.
So who shall we talk to?
Let's go hang out with the other Satan.
Hey.
I wanted to thank you again for helping out with the grill.
Let me guess, you need me to watch it over again?
Surprisingly, no. It's the last day of the conference, so it's much quieter than the past few days. I guess everyone's hungover and tired from 3 nights of partying. I just wanted to thank you for helping me.
Satan! What, we have a Satan here.
There's 2 Satans now.
No time is especially valuable when you're at an event like this, and there's lots to do and a lot of people to meet.
Oh, right. You're welcome. It was no problem at all. I'm just happy I was able to help.
I'm a bit sad that I never got to eat your cooking, though.
Well, there aren't any customers around. Why don't I cook you something?
Are you sure? I'm not exactly a light eater. Being the embodiment of sin and all, I can be kind of picky about the quality of food sometimes.
Satan is fine.
Satan is fine. And you can date him.
Oh.
What, you couldn't read that?
No, I read it. Satan is fine.
Yes. It says, hold on, Satan is fine. And you can date him.
Yes, you can date him.
That body is built for sin. Being the embodiment of sin and all. Yes?
Reading hard when laughing is happening.
Should laugh harder so that everyone else can hear it.
No, there shall be no wheezing tonight.
Oh. What about coughing?
Oh. Coughing. There. I guess
at least we got
plenty is
that.
like a 1/7 of your whole deal. Well, I'm sure it'll be alright.
Do you have time now? I can wait if you need to go see a talk or something.
What talks?
We'll be back later.
Sure. Don't take too long, though. The event is almost over. It'd be sad if I missed the chance to try your cooking.
Pop by rich lady.
Hello.
Whoa.
Whoa!
There's a lot more options suddenly.
Procrastination.
I enjoyed the conference.
What has happened? But have you enjoyed the conference?
I suppose I've seen worse years. I've certainly had worse company. She gives you a wry smile that makes you blush and waits for you to reply. She's definitely making you squirm on purpose.
I'm a worm.
Squirmy the worm?
Yeah, my name is Squirmy the Wormy.
No, you're Sharky the goldfish.
But I thought my last name was Blade.
Hmm?
But I thought my name was Sharky Blade.
Sharky the goldfish was a
Look,
very
we-
forgetful soul.
Look, we already got through the song last time.
I know. Now we have a whole song. Thanks to Malik. Well,
Aren't I the best?
yeah, sure.
Oh, praise me more, Mama. Aren't I your best little conference friend?
Oh, I was referring to this houseplant over here. It's a new addition.
What a troll.
Didn't expect anything less.
I'm so glad, you know?
Whatever sputter sounds like.
Like a dying boat. Please put on your best dying boat sound.
Don't worry. You're a good third. After Felix.
Rude. Do you have any pets?
We just had a whole thing with our pet. So, you know.
Pet, 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 pet. Pet, 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 pet. Pet, 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 pet. We're so dumb.
We are. And?
Yee.
Like, what's your point?
My point is yee.
Okay.
Haw. Yee-haw.
Yeecaw?
Yee-caw. Well, yee-caw.
I wasn't aware Nox joined the villain conference, although I suppose he fits right in.
Look, I only have like 3 voices. Give this one to me.
I would love to give them to you.
All 3 of my voices?
Uh-huh.
I
keep
can only
some
do 3
snakes for their
types of
venom.
voices. This is all I got.
And he uses accessories. Would you like to be an accessory? Aside from that, not really. Unless you account the prisoners I keep in the dungeon. Oh, that reminds me. I'll have to have them fed once I return home.
When she said, would you like to be an accessory? And I'll be like, I'm not really a good necklace.
But would you like to be an accessory to murder?
Who says I'm not?
A murder of
Oh, wait.
crows?
They haven't found the body yet. What's your favorite food? I'm trying to pick a good one to match my brand. Something scary and off-putting.
Apple pie.
See, the good joke would be pudding. Off-putting. Good one.
Does Imperium Messard tell jokes?
Yes.
She gives you a look that could turn someone to stone. Wait, that's not a power that she has, is it?
What I meant was it's a great pick. Very on brand, as expected from a veteran. Please don't kill me.
Do you like apple pie, Snicky?
Well,
Well, do you? Oh, right, that's right. You hate pie. So just to bully you, I'm gonna say yes.
no.
I'll bake you one sometime.
Her smile makes you sweat.
If you stay on my good side, I won't poison it either.
Oh, so the Snow White situation won't happen.
She is the evil stepmother.
Yes, she is the evil stepmother. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You should never underestimate the humble apple pie. They are homely and unassuming. Nobody expects any ill intent from one. They're the kind of thing that a mother or grandmother bakes with love. What better vehicle for threats or poison?
Why not just bake brownies?
Because brownies have a reputation of pot.
Or a cake? Come on, who would see a murder cake coming?
Well, who sees a murder pie coming?
People who think poison apples are incoming.
You could put apples in a cake.
Shh. Stop defeating my point.
No.
I see. I hadn't thought about it like that.
You should. I appreciate blatant evil, of course, but subtle evil is that much more delicious once it pays off.
Goals in life.
I'm already queen. It's kind of the highest rung on the career ladder. Don't you agree? So I suppose my goal is to maintain my position until I meet my demise.
Sounds reasonable, I guess.
Yes, I think so too. It does get a bit dull at times, just maintaining the status quo. But I've basically achieved what I wanted in my life. Maybe it's silly, but sometimes I miss the days of my youth when I still had new heights to reach. Yes, I had to struggle, but at least I had something to work towards. But it's no use dwelling on the past. I have a kingdom to run, and a knowing little runt to keep an eye on.
So speaking of the past,
What's been your most notable steed? I myself raised an undead army to get revenge against my sibling.
I see. Not bad. Well, in terms of scale, I would say that usurping the throne of Lusitania would be it. Rose should have inherited it when she was 15. But my personal favorite must be the time I told all my peasants that the old lease on their land was coming to an end, and they needed to start paying me or move out. The land was really theirs, of course, but how could they prove that? All I needed to do was to have some papers forged, and those served as indisputable evidence. It was the first document any of their plots ever appeared on. I was able to create a great serf system thanks to that.
I guess that it's served you well. ...
Excuse me. I think I'm hearing things. If you had really said what I think you just did, I would have to have you beheaded.
Served you well, though. Yay!
All right, behead him.
Yeah! How much do you actually work on in your usual day-to-day? I'm trying to get a better work-life balance myself.
It depends. There's a lot of variation. I don't imagine you could arrange your schedule quite like me. Sometimes I don't do anything in an official capacity for weeks, but when it's necessary, I work 20 hours a day.
I could never do 20 hours, personally. But that's me.
I feel like there were times that I did 20 hours of work a day. Probably in college.
I could do 20 hours of sleep a day.
I am incapable of that.
Sleeping is the best, though, until nightmares come, and then it's torture. That sounds great! Being able to take so much time off.
It is, but don't misunderstand me. I don't just laze around when I'm not working. There are a great deal of things I need to maintain in order to keep my position as queen stable.
So what's the people's opinion of you back home? Wondering if there's a certain level of agreeableness you have to maintain to avoid riots and stuff like that?
Well, there are two ways to go about that. A certain level of agreeableness, as you put it, or enough fear and hopelessness to dissuade the people from rebelling. I don't swear off either of the two. A dash of charm here, a sprinkle of executions there. Some people are drawn to me and try to get on my good side. As if there was one. Others hate me and fear me, but I've made it plenty clear what happens to those who oppose me.
Are there really no uprisings?
They aren't non-existent, of course. That's what happens under evil government. But I tend to look at the bright side and use them as chances to sow further discord and despair amongst the rebels. Nothing's more delicious than hope nipped in the bud.
Why are you killing Hope? All he tried to do was help Lightning and Snow and Vanilla.
I like how we just keep getting more conversation topics with her, so we're not actually passing any time, but we're just talking and talking and talking and talking.
Oh, so what we do in real life.
Do we just keep talking and talking and talking and talking and talking in real life?
Some days.
Or we go quiet.
Or I sleep for 12 hours straight.
Or 20 hours?
Or 20 hours. Oh, it's... That day I slept for 20 hours was so nice, though.
I'm like, if I sleep for 20 hours, I wake up and my eyes hurt.
I woke up feeling refreshed.
Yeah, that's what happens when I sleep for like 20 minutes sometimes.
Oh, see, if I sleep for 20 minutes, I'm like, there are 5 more minutes. I imagine you have to deal with politics a lot, being the leader of a nation. What are your political leanings?
Surely you agree that sincere political opinions are unnecessary for a villain?
I mean, look at the US government.
Sincere political leanings in the US government?
That was the joke!
I know.
Please stop ruining my jokes.
I was adding to it. Fine, I won't touch your jokes.
I just love the way, I won't touch your joke.
I'll just murder them, it's fine.
My joke!
I don't have to touch them to kill them.
Wow.
That's what poison's for.
You're a joke murderer.
I am
You should
Satan, after all.
You should go
And
to
presently
jail.
Imperium Assad, who also
should
would
go-
like to kill for jokes.
You should go to jail for those joke murders.
Are you saying that you're not pro-prison abolition? Sharky.
Wow. Just answer the question.
Let's
Yes.
say... Well, I guess we just agree with her. Oh, I guess that counted as disagreeing?
Well, yeah, because you're saying no to her saying they shouldn't.
Yes, but in the English language. Surely you don't believe that this is necessary. No, I don't. Is not the same as I disagree.
Oh, sure.
As for what I utilize strategically, I like to talk about trickle-down benefits a lot myself. A nation with a wealthy capital city and royals living in luxury is a benefit to all, and so forth. What better way to enrich yourself than to make the impoverished peasants think that if they worked hard enough, they too could end up in similar conditions? Traditional fairy tales are an excellent tool to garner sympathy for royalty, by the way. They make you dream about being the one to marry a prince or a princess. It'll never really happen, of course, but if you dream about it, you're less likely to turn on the aristocracy.
That's genius! You should give classes on this stuff.
Do I need to? This is hardly a unique approach. I believe there are similar systems in place all over the world.
How would you like to compliment Lady Massard?
Not. Her style, her beauty, her power, her smarts.
All of the above.
I don't know. I don't know how to compliment people. Really enjoyed talking to you, Lady Massard. You're so witty and knowledgeable.
Says the dumbass MC.
It doesn't mean much coming from someone of your stature, but thank you.
That's pretty rude.
Yes, and? Yet it's the truth. Maybe hearing it makes you feel that. Ignorance is bliss. Smart people get depressed and so forth. That all doesn't apply to me, of course, because in addition to being intelligent, I'm rich, powerful, and evil.
Compliment her again.
We should probably get moving so we can finish the game.
We'll just keep complimenting her until we run out of options, and then we'll finish the game.
Oh, for Pete's sake. This is why we don't move, why we don't
What
finish games.
content? Aren't you the one who always calls for content?
Yes, but it also doesn't look like da. You rule with such an iron fist, Lady Massard. One can't help but look up to you.
We've done stupider things for content.
Yes.
What stupider things have we done for
I
content?
Sold our soul to a billionaire?
...
And?
Just wanted to tell you that.
Well, you've wasted both of our time. I was already well aware.
Which billionaire? When we played Arcade Spirits, because one of the quote-unquote good endings is to sell out to the billionaire.
Dekonami.
When obviously the correct answer is go back and punch him and then scroll up and then punch him again for like 20 minutes straight.
Gotta say, Lady Massard, your fashion sense is impeccable.
Sharky does not approve when I punch the billionaire for 20 minutes straight, but I like it.
Yes, because it's like 15 minutes or 19 minutes we could be like continuing the game and not take over a year to beat it.
That's not what caused us to take over a year.
Yes. The same can't be said for you.
I guess so? Where'd you get your gown?
It was designed for me, of course. All of my clothes are one of a kind. No one who produces fashion for me is allowed to sell those designs to the riffraff on the streets.
Your beauty is unparalleled, Lady Massard.
Oh, stop. And I mean it. I hate listening to people insincerely compliment my looks. I learned that very early on.
But I really think so.
Do you now? Listen, you don't want to suck up to me. I dislike it, and you'll get nothing out of it.
Okay, bye. Yeah, I forgot that was an option in that game. Mentioning billionaires in games made me think of Max Gentleman's Sexy Business. What?
That is also a game, yes.
Goodbye.
Do we have random things to talk about?
Greetings.
No. But we have a thing on our phone.
It's disgusting how that buffoon shows off his ridiculous machine. Does he really think that people are going to find that piece of garbage impressive just because it's shiny? And the way he pulls at it. It's obvious he uses it for things other than advertised.
Do we defend Nova, call the doctor a clown, or no gossip?
He is a clown.
I agree.
I've heard of the game. I don't know anything about it, though. Yeah, the doctor is a clown. He even calls the robot his wife.
My badness. There should be an asylum for people like him.
Do we...
Oh my god, we still have... She got our number and she's just like, I'm gonna shit talk everyone now. That orange buffoon is an embarrassment to all villains everywhere. And he is supposed to sire the Antichrist. Give me a break.
What's Lucifer done?
He's running around apologizing to his underlings. Apparently, there was some kind of an accident at that uncivilized stall of his.
Well, Satan, what are you going to say about Satan, Satan?
I'm gonna defend Satan.
Being evil doesn't have to mean not taking care of your own. He's a good boss.
You have a soft heart, Snicky. I suggest toughening up if you want to make it as a villain.
It's like, I go by Satan on here, but I'm probably more like Massard. Alright, shall we talk to our clone? Let's go talk to our clone. Whoa. But those are just the normal thingies.
Well, let's talk to him.
About?
The conference dimension. What do you think about this venue?
It's my first time traveling to a pocket dimension. Or my first time traveling, well...
At all.
Huh?
What? Don't be silly. I'm very worldly. I know all about worlds and traveling in them. You don't always have to act like you're so much better than me, you know? ... But yes, traveling to a pocket dimension was a little nauseating.
Can have that effect the first couple of times.
Whoever's pocket this is should get that sorted out.
I don't think that's what it means.
Whatever. Tell me something. Since there are different dimensions, do you think there's a parallel world for every possibility that exists?
Maybe? Who knows? Anything is possible.
It's a little scary to think of how many branching possibilities there could be. Every decision you make matters. But if it's true, does that mean there are endless copies of you out there in the multiverse?
I suppose so.
There could be a dimension where I don't exist. Or you don't exist. Or a dimension where I was the original and you were the clone. Do you ever feel like you're something extra? Like you were made by mistake without a place in this universe? Like everyone else fits somehow and you're just a spare part.
Mood.
So we're not gonna call the clone a loser because you said mood?
You do? How could you? You're you. And I'm just a copy of you.
I think everyone feels alone sometimes.
I don't care what everyone feels. Not everyone. Not even someone.
Ah, right. You're a nobody who's grown a heart. ... Look around you.
So what?
So you're surrounded by villains.
Obviously.
We might have different backgrounds and goals. But at the end of the day, almost everyone here feels like they were born into a world where they don't belong. That's why we rebel against that world.
That actually makes sense. What about you?
What about me?
I don't know. You seem so like you have it all together.
Ah! It took me a long time to become the person I am. Like 660 years.
What? 666 years? No, that's me.
To be honest, most of the time I'm just pretending.
You are? But how do you figure out who you are?
I still haven't figured it out completely. I think it's something people spend their entire lives working on. If you don't like your story, you can always write a different one.
I have to think about that for a little bit.
Well, bye.
Fine.
Gonna talk to Felix?
There are a lot of interesting people to talk to at this conference. I can talk to myself whenever I want.
Felix or Nova?
He said Felix.
Okay. Oh, hello.
But Felix has boring options.
So let's
Only
talk to
one?
Nova.
You walk around the conference for a bit, but quickly grow tired of hearing the same phrases over and over. And yes, you are at a villain conference that gathers the most evil of them all.
The mall.
But you simply can't handle hearing the words startup, innovation, or Bitcoin anymore. You decide to talk to someone whose vocabulary is more advanced. You spot a familiar blue hairdo not too far away. But Nova seems focused on something and doesn't react when you approach her. You touch her shoulder gently. Nothing.
Could she be broken? Did the doctor do something to her? The next time you see him around.
You pat her shoulder again. Nothing still.
Nova?
She turns her head and smiles brightly at you. Very brightly. The microdiodes inside her mouth are blinking with excitement. Her face changes when she notices your hand on her shoulder.
Yes, Sneggy? Why are you holding my shoulder? Did you think you could sneakily unscrew some of my parts and sell them on the black market? Or as I believe most villains call it, the market? What? No, this has nothing to do with screwing or unscrewing. We're just trying to get your attention. My audio receptors work just fine. Would you go around touching others without asking first anyway?
I think you missed a word there.
Or why would you go around touching others without asking first anyway? Look, I can't read. Besides, my nerve modules are still in a prototype stage, so I keep them off most of the time. ... To simplify, I can't sense touch. Sorry, I'm glad you're okay.
So, what would you like to discuss?
What do you want to talk about?
You're pretty sure it might be impossible for you to impress a powerful robot that knows just about everything. It might be worth a try anyway. The worst that could happen is she remembers it forever. You decide to go with?
Reciting pi wouldn't be impressive.
To a robot? No, it wouldn't. Then do we want to use a pickup line?
Oh no, this is gonna go badly.
It is. That's why we're going to do it, I guess.
Are you made of copper and tellurium? Because you're a cutie.
But Nova doesn't seem to have heard the answer. She springs up with excitement and primps her hair.
Oh.
Snecky, you noticed. It's a fairly new addition to my components and not that easy to spot.
This did not go badly in the way I expected.
Yeah, uh-huh. The doctor never notices when I change something about my gears. Which is, of course, all according to my plan. The reason why my voice sounds so clear is the tellurium is in my audio cords.
Ooh.
I didn't know you held such interest in chemical elements.
Well, it worked. Not in the way you intended, but you decide to play along and not reveal that her assumptions are FLC. You're not that much of a genius after all.
Fictional robots, or how did you start to think for yourself?
You don't want to ask about the conference so far?
No.
Now that it's at the very, very, very end. All right, it's after midnight, so I'm off to bed.
Oh,
Yeah,
crap,
we're
it's after
pretty
midnight.
close to ending anyway, probably. But thanks for joining. Thanks
Yeah,
for hanging
thank you
out.
for
I'm glad you had
joining.
fun.
Yeah.
Come join again, maybe. Sometime.
Yeah. Well, I know Sunday we're playing Code Realize.
Mm-hmm. We should be.
And then next week we might be
Oh,
back
and
to
thanks
listen
for
to
the
those.
follow.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night.
All right. What's our option?
Either of the first two. I say fictional robots. Darn. So how did you start to think for yourself? No, thank you.
Thanks. We'd love to have you.
Yeah. We love to have everyone.
Unless they're shitty.
Yeah.
I'm like, I wouldn't go so far as to we love to have everyone.
We love to have everyone.
But we'd love to have you because you're not shitty. You're cool.
It was a slow process.
Huh.
I had been conducting my usual routine research for the doctor, training iterations of my neural network's machine learning algorithm on billions of fresh data sets. Quite easy and mundane work. Right. One article led to another, and I found myself in what is called the wiki rabbit hole. My wires got so hot, they almost melted. I was overclocking my motherboard, but I couldn't stop myself from clicking on, well, everything. I know what you mean. I have so many open tabs. I don't.
You don't?
I have exactly one tab open on my computer right now.
What's that like?
Like, nothing? It
Sounds like nothing.
Like, I'll sometimes keep a few tabs open, but I don't really keep that many tabs open.
Not for random research and shit?
What am I gonna randomly research in my spare time?
I mean, presently I usually have one tab for the stream manager, one tab for the actual stream, one tab for Tumblr, one for Twitter because we have our socials. I have the game progress log. I have a page for another dating sim we'd been looking at a while ago. Wow, Sharky's organized. I have three different tabs for just different demon shit. I have one tab open for the merch stuff and different icon designs that we never went back to. I have one for the walkthrough. I have one for the Impy Wiki page. I have one for the Sunder Wiki page from the last time I was playing Boyfriend Dungeon. And that's just in one of my three windows.
But
Oh, and
when
I
you're
have
done
another
with it-
tab that is in its own window for our captions.
But when you're done with it, just close it.
No, then I have to open them all back up. Besides, who said I was done with them? I leave them open so I can look at them later. That's the point.
Even when the next time you're going to be looking at them is in 6 months?
Yeah, so I remember that I was looking at it 6 months ago.
At that point, just reopen it.
Well, will I remember? No, I won't.
If you need to look at it, then yeah, you will remember.
6 months from now, I'm gonna have to do all my research for my shit all over again. If I close it. I have like 30 tabs on my phone, and about half of them are AO3. I don't usually keep an AO3 tab open on this machine. I do usually keep one tab open for AO3 on the laptop where I more frequently write fix. If it's closed, the brain forgets about its existence. Exactly.
My brain forgets about the existence of my brain.
I will say that the 3 tabs about demon shit are for fic writing. I also have like 3 different tabs for different fics I was working on writing.
Okay, but that makes sense.
Yes.
It's the like all the other random stuff that I'm like, but you can
What?
close some of those.
Why would I? I'm gonna have to reopen it like 20 minutes later.
The Impy one?
Yes. I'll
Why
have
would
to
you-
have that at least once a week. Now, won't I? Especially when you were asking, when do we find out when the vampire is revealed? And I was like, yeah, when was that?
See, I just reopened it right before the stream.
Yeah, then I have to remember what site I was on to reopen it.
You bookmark it.
Or I just leave it open. That's a great bookmark. Besides, all of my tabs close between every stream now because my computer shuts down.
Yeah.
Or crashes or whatever. Or it doesn't go to sleep for some reason, and then when I try to put it to sleep, it crashes.
Yeah.
So at this point, I just kind of close it in between every stream.
Imagine that, but with the entire internet popped up all at once. Through that, I created and installed a variety of patches that helped me break free of my original programming. Wait, so you've read the entire internet?
Correct.
I'm reading it all now as we speak. It's endless. Please help me.
You suddenly get an idea.
Could I ask you for a favor? Go ahead. Delete my old dead journal.
I'm like, isn't this former teacher the one that is already being tortured in hell?
Yes. You think
In which
so?
case, it's more effective to do this.
Yeah. I have a confession to make. I used to have a dead journal when I was a teenager.
She gives you a smirk.
Ew, absorbing the data from teenage blogs gives my cables heartburn. Need to pause the research for at least a few milliseconds afterwards. Yeah, I can imagine. Which is why I need you to delete mine. I forgot my password and it's too embarrassing to have it exist anywhere other than my void of denial. I want to know more. For science. I thought I was good back then. So positive about everything. I wrote down all my good deeds all day, every day. You know, typical teenager stuff. But luckily it was just a phase. So let's delete it all and never mention it again. Okay, I have to warn you though. While deleting that, I absorb all of it. All of it. Forever. What? No! I don't want you to read that. Can you just, like, close your eyes or something? Unfortunately, that is not an option. And in addition, I had already absorbed all data from the beginning of Dead Journal until the present moment. Which means I have already read your blog. Yeah, but you didn't know it was mine. This is the worst. But I am willing to make this sacrifice. Let's get it over with. The URL is
You lean in closer to whisper into Nova's microphone ear, and notice she smells like a computer classroom. It's strange, but you like it.
I'm initiating the process. Are you sure you want to remove the blog and all of its contents? Never been more sure of anything in my entire life.
Nova's eyes start to blink again. She lets out a small giggle.
Done. What part did you laugh at? Are you in the right headspace to receive information that could possibly hurt you?
Oh god, this fucking thing. So a while back, there was someone that was like, oh, instead of delivering bad news to someone, just like, whatever, you should ask them, are you in the right headspace to receive information that could possibly hurt you? And I'm just like, that's worse. That's definitely worse than just telling someone, hey, I have bad news. It's like,
My answer.
hey, could I talk to you?
Oh.
Hey, do you have... Can we talk? It's that kind of thing. Are you in the right headspace to receive information that could possibly hurt you?
The answer? No, never.
Not after you said that.
Not after you said that.
I'm like, not now that you've triggered an anxiety spiral.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I want to show off a thing. Oh, hi, flower.
There's a flower here?
We have we have 2 flower. What would you like to... Ooh!
Oh.
Ooh, emotes. New emotes. That's
Flower
cute.
Fiction Factory.
Thank you for showing off. Thank you for popping in to show off.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Emotes.
The evil emotes.
Did I show you my flag? Yes.
Yes.
The animated one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Also apologies for not... That's okay.
No,
We understand.
no.
People get busy. People get tired or whatever. You also, like, are never obligated to show up after all.
Also, why is thing changing from ace purple to pink? I don't...
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Shows up as purple on stream, but not in chat.
It's showing up actually the same color
I
for
feel
me.
like I want to say it's the same color it's frequently been, but
Yeah.
that depending on your monitor settings, it might show up differently.
Mine
Also,
doesn't
yeah,
do-
I know the Ace one sometimes shows up as gray instead of purple on my end, especially on mobile. On mobile, I usually always show up as gray, but I think for other people it looks purple. I don't know. Twitch is weird.
Maybe too many chatters using purple at once. Also, that's fair. We have a lot of purple.
We do, but I think it was like that beforehand.
Maybe? I don't know.
I feel like Mick's name is currently the same color that I usually see their name show up as for me, though. Unsure.
Yes, just
Twitch
tell
does
me.
stupid things sometimes.
Twitch is stupid sometimes? Always.
Twitch is frequently stupid. Though I will applaud their attempts to improve their systems for detecting people evading bans. That's pretty cool. That's a thing my own work was looking at recently. So many emotes! All of the emotes. Molly's doing 3 more emotes too. Ooh. That's exciting. Can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
Did you read this yet? While we were talking about purple?
Yes, I
and
did.
whatnot?
So many people have so many good emotes.
I know. Well, we have some pretty good ones.
Oh yeah, Further is such a good one.
Because we commissioned some nice ones.
Oh yeah. Incoming quotes. What can I say about today? It has been one of the most amazing days in my life. Those are the best years of my life. I love being alive. I am so excited and full of energy all the time. I feel like everyone understands me. Today I helped our neighbor carry... Further no spoiling. So many emotes. Yes. Up there's the Sharky. Here's the Sharky brain.
Mm-hmm. We should use that one more often, probably.
Oh, that's up to you guys. That's not me.
You're logged in, and I'm pretty sure also that, like, you put the bits specifically so you could get the Sharky ... on yours.
Yeah, but I'm not in the stream as my personal.
You can use it on our stream account, too.
Nope, not gonna do it. But yes, I did put in the bits just so I could have it on my personal, because of course I did.
Of course you did.
See, it would be weird if I streamed and had emotes though. I'd be like, what would I do?
What do you mean? This is your emote. You know
Okay,
what else
I meant
is?
stream on my personal.
You know what else is yours?
No.
Yes.
No. You jerk.
Yes.
Okay, that's enough. Why did I even ask? That brings you any comfort. Nobody else will read your blog anymore. It only exists inside me. All of it. Forever. Alright, that's a bit creepy, but thanks for that.
I put my personal emote at the 10k bit level, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like it's fine.
Yes.
For that matter, according to you, supposedly the spoiler no spoiling bat is me.
You need more emotes for yourself.
What else would you put as an emote of me?
I don't know.
I don't know if bats are furry enough to make furter. Also, we love the bear.
Oh, the bear is so... Murder bear is so good.
Furter bear. Yes.
Off of one stupid joke.
Uh-huh.
I guess we should
Bye.
leave and end the game.
So, we meet again. I've just always wanted to say that. Did you get the answers you wanted from my master?
Yeah, I think so. So what are you gonna do now? After the conference, I mean. Go back to working as Karma's servants?
You say that like any person who lives with a cat isn't a servant.
Mood.
Extremely fair point.
It's only been 4 days, but I feel that so much has changed. I had been looking forward to this for a long time. I wasn't sure what to expect when I met you.
Can imagine. I know it hasn't been easy for you to live in my shadow.
But now you have no snakes.
Yes.
No snakes till Brooklyn.
And I've come to the conclusion that it's high time for me to escape it.
How?
There's only one way.
Or another. I'm gonna find ya. Gonna get ya. Are you gonna kill me?
Getcha.
Get ya.
What? No. Rather the opposite. I was created in your image to be a better villain and a more loyal henchman in the service of evil. So I've decided to devote the rest of my life to the cause of good.
What? You wouldn't dare.
But I would! It's the ultimate prank! All this time I've been scheming how I can out-evil you. But you're a villainous mastermind at an interdimensional conference for the most evil beings in existence. I can never be the evil clone, so I'll have to be the good one!
How does that even work? Literally, how does someone even be good? ...
I'm not sure. I've spent so much time training and trying to be evil like you that I haven't given it a lot of thought. But I got a little practice when I was pranking old Bones over there. Who knows what I could do next? I could cure diseases. I could volunteer to pet shelter kittens. I could read bedtime stories to the elderly. I could...
Stop. You're gonna make me vomit.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Shall I get a bucket for you? Hold back your hair? Mop your brow?
Oh, this is disgusting.
I'm here for you if you need anything.
Oh. Of course you know this makes us natural enemies.
No, I'm friends to all the creatures. Oh, I think I spy someone who needs the door held open for them. I'm coming! Your clone dashes away. You wonder if you'll ever see them again. If you do, naturally you'll have to destroy them. They can't be allowed to make the world a better place. Especially if someone might think that it's you doing it.
That's an ending.
That is an ending.
That is an ending. We did it! We beat a game!
We finished a game.
We finished a game!
Now we only have a whole bunch of endings more to get.
Fun!
It didn't take a year.
Well, one route of Arcade Spirits also didn't take a year, but how long have we been at this?
I don't
Ooh,
know.
game complete.
I'm still waiting to see if an achievement's gonna pop.
I don't know if an achievement pops for that ending.
You finished a route in a game at least.
Wow!
Wow.
That is actually a congrats.
An accomplishment for us.
Yeah, because
And now that we've gone through one playthrough, we can go
because
faster in
sometimes
the
that
future.
takes like 5 years.
There has been no game that's taken us 5 years.
Well, yes, because it doesn't. We haven't been doing this for 5 years yet.
Yes, every game we've played so far has taken us less than 5 years. Congrats to us.
I have way too many
No.
emotes available to me. They're great though.
No, there isn't one for that one. The clone only has one achievement ending.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I did not get an achievement, it seems.
I'm assuming that wasn't a good ending for the clone.
Yeah, because there's the one that says good ending is not finished, it seems.
Well, I guess we're going after the clone one more time one day.
The vampire has 4 related
Yeah.
achievements out of 12. This is not balanced on achievements.
No.
The clone only gets 1.
Well, Nova only gets 1.
Nova only gets 1. Satan gets 2.
2. Maysard gets 2. And then there's 2 extras.
Yeah.
One for not talking to people, and another for getting everybody's numbers.
Uh-huh. Anyway. That's it. We did it. We finished a route. Well, we finished a playthrough. I guess we didn't finish a route if we didn't get an achievement for it. But we finished a playthrough. Go us.
Thank you all for watching. Thank everyone who stayed past the raid.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. And come again Sunday, maybe. If people are free and feel like dropping in. Actually, no one's obligated to drop in, but you know.
Bye.
Okay. Good night and or day. Bye.
Bye.